There we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. And Ramon will end up with a nice takedown. And back on.
Modern Vision MMA.
In a fast bout tonight, we have a clash that's sure to get everybody talking. On one side, we got the young and ambitious Tia Ramon, who's decided she can go toe-to-toe with the formidable Melendez in an MMA showdown. Now, I'm not sure why anyone will bet on skill alone while facing the pure raw genetics, but let's see how this plays out. The fighters take their corners. Melendez in the blue, Tia in the red. From the look on his face, Melendez is not here to mess around. He's ready to put Tia in her place. But does Tia have what it takes to defy the odds? Even if her impressive wrestling chops against Melendez are lethal striking? As the bell rings, Tia charges in, using sheer brute force to shove Melendez against the cage. But don't be fooled. Melendez is just getting warmed up. He responds with a flurry of punches, reversing Tia's momentum and taking control of the fight. You can see the tide turning as Melendez starts dominating, countering her every move, thwarting every takedown attempt.
And right now you can see Ramon is just constantly working that head control here. And will continue to work her up against the cage. Once again, we're here at Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino. It's King of the Cage, territorial conflict, and Melendez comes in with more shots. And Ramon just trying to get out of it, but reversing things is Melendez. Trying to keep Ramon on the cage, but Ramon ain't having it. She backs right up.
Melendez doing a good job of keeping that pressure up. Definitely acting as the more aggressor in this fight, but just as I say that, Ramon lands a couple of jabs of her own. And Ramon definitely seeming to improve her stand-up now.
Melendez constantly trying to utilize those hands here from the top. I can imagine Ramon possibly going in for a takedown eventually. And man, she's trying to work the head here, and Melendez is just constantly reversing it to put her back on cage. You can see Ramon is looking for that takedown, possibly with the nice little judo toss, possibly. And reversing things once again. There it is. Melendez back at it, in control with a nice right.
Both fighters in a constant struggle here.
Yeah, it's a lot of scrambling. You know, no one's, there we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. And Ramon will end up with a nice takedown and back on their feet. And Ramon just continues to try and go for that head control. Like I said, looking for another takedown possibly, and to stop things and slow things down with Melendez.
Final 10 seconds and they'll duke it out.
It's last minute points here. Melendez with an outside leg kick.
And fantastic performance from both of these fighters here in the replay. We see both of them just going at it 150%. That stand-up game, they're slugging it back and forth. Ariana seemed to be the initiator in the beginning, was the main aggressor, was going after Ramon, was, you know, really putting
just about set. And the clock will begin now. So Ramon with a nice takedown in round one, which will probably score her some points, obviously, in the minds of the judges. Melendez is probably down a round. So this round, things need to really change. If not, she'll be struggling in round three to try and finish the fight, and that is a lot of pressure, especially in the amateur division.
Both fighters taking a more calm approach to this round.
Yeah, you know, exerting a lot of energy in the last round. You see Tia Ramon was trying to get the judo toss there. She got it eventually, but that takes so much energy out of you, especially when Melendez was working her up against the cage. You know, honestly, that fight could probably just even out, but the takedowns were the things that kind of stood out in my mind, but Melendez controlled it up against the cage. a big portion of that round.
Ooh, and some fierce strikes from Ramon.
Outside leg kick, Melendez with a couple of shots. Both fighters content with being on the feet here. Of course, Melendez content with being on the feet. You can see that she's really pushes it when it comes to the hands. But once it goes up against the cage, this is where Melendez needs to be careful. Tia Ramon was able to get the nice takedowns there in round one.
Ramon just throws Ariana. Showing a great display of strength, and Ramon turns things around.
And this is just a scramble between these two.
Ariana now up against the cage.
Ramon looking to probably take this to the ground once again. We saw that in round one. It looks like she's starting to wind up for that again and backs out. Melendez pushes forward, gets the clinch. Nice knee delivered, setting up a guillotine here. They continue to go back and forth here. Have sort of a low knee there. That was a little below the belt. I don't think the ref saw that, but now she continues to push forward, despite.
Ariana keeping that power, pushing forward.
Now looking to work things back up against the cage. Ramon probably looking for that takedown once again. As we've been talking about the past couple rounds here. Single leg, looking for it, doesn't have it, comes up short. And Melendez will probably push forward with some more hands. Takes a shot while delivering one.
Ramon popping off a couple of shots there.
Yeah, sort of a even round here.
Melendez continues to push forward.
Final seconds remain. And that will conclude round.
Both fighters definitely taking a little bit more of a calm approach at the beginning of this fight. However, things picked up really quick. Both fighters once again taking that aggressive stance. Ramon right off the bat this time. As soon as Melendez started turning up the heat, she was there to return it, no problem. Ramon definitely getting a couple more strikes on contact here than over Melendez. However, I'd say it was a fairly even round.
Yeah, you know, you could see Melendez was throwing some shots, but, you know, really there was not, a crown victor in that round. Very, very difficult to call in the 115-pound weight class. Here from Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino.
You know, Tia Ramon has definitely shown that she's got some hands and she's got that knockout power, and Melendez has just been firing off, you know, with those fists since the beginning of the fight.
Melendez trying to come in, takes a shot for her efforts, but gets a takedown. But things are getting reversed as she holds on to an ankle.
Ramon now working from her back.
Yeah, Ramon is trying to hold on to this ankle lock, but Melendez is going to try and break free out of it. Not in danger yet. Oh, things are starting to get a little crazy. Got to get out of this. It's like, the more you move, the more it gives her an opportunity to cinch in that lock.
Melendez working the thighs, trying to soften up Ramon, but she's not letting go.
Ramon just persistent with it. And Melendez just trying to do anything she can. Melendez trying to break free, trying to soften up those thighs there. Ramon holding on still. Still working that ankle lock. And Melendez is going to try and break free, continues to try to soften her up, but it's just not working quite yet. She's not in real danger from this position, but, just one move can change everything.
Melendez maneuvers out.
Melendez continues to
Fight reaches its maximum when Melendez, pinning her down, delivers a series of jabs that leaves no doubt genetics has triumphed over skills. Tia may have the technique, but tonight Melendez's raw power wins the freaking day.
Continuing to work from the top. Possibly trying to work a triangle here from the bottom is Ramon. Melendez in a little bit of trouble. Now possibly transitioning into an armbar, possibly. Melendez trying to break that arm free, and she does. Got to be careful, though, because Ramon is very crafty, and there we go. Again, locking up that arm. Possible armbar attempt here. Now hanging from upside down here. Melendez looking to get out of this, posture up, throw some shots. With the several seconds that remain here in the round. And they are free, and Melendez is trying to throw those hands and let him go, but delivers a knee. Is Tia Ramon. Final seconds. This bout is almost over. What a war between these two, and that is it. Man.
Really bringing it from the very beginning. Very close fight. All 3 rounds, definitely were very close. Ariana Melendez throwing the hands. Tia Ramon was there to counter those, was able to throw a lot of hands of her own to deal some damage. When things went down to the ground, it seems like Ramon knew what she was doing, but couldn't quite execute the submission she was looking for. Melendez was able to break out a couple of times and reset. However, not a whole lot of advantage on either side was made during that last 3rd round.
Yeah, there was a lot of action. I mean, you could see that Ramon may score points in this round and take it for the fact that she was controlling her on the ground.
After 3 rounds of women's strawweight action here in the Empire State, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Chris Belinsky scores this bout 30-27 for Ramon. Forrest Hobbick, 29-28 for Melendez. And finally, Tim Corrado, 30-27 for your winner by split decision, Tia Ramon.